As the sun rises over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the vast expanse of the ocean, we embark on a journey through time. Welcome to the Age of Exploration, an era that forever changed the course of human history. Brave adventurers set sail into uncharted waters, their hearts filled with curiosity and their eyes fixed on distant horizons. But how did these daring voyages reshape our world? Picture a weathered map, its edges frayed, and its surface marked with intricate lines crisscrossing the continents. These lines represent the paths of intrepid explorers who ventured into the unknown, connecting distant lands and cultures in ways never before imagined. As we trace these routes with our fingers, we can almost feel the excitement and trepidation that filled the hearts of those early voyagers. In the late 15th century, a handful of names would become etched in the annals of history. Christopher Columbus, Marco Polo, and Vasco da Gama. These men dared to dream beyond the boundaries of their known world. Columbus's fateful journey across the Atlantic in 1492 would open up a new chapter in human history. His 3 ships, the Santa, the Pinta, and the Nina, carried not just sailors and supplies, but the seeds of a global transformation. Meanwhile, Marco Polo's earlier travels to the mystical lands of the East had already sparked the European imagination. His tales of exotic spices, silks, and untold riches fueled the desire for exploration and trade. And let's not forget Vasco da Gama, whose perilous voyage around the Cape of Good Hope established a sea route to India, forever altering the balance of power in global commerce. As Columbus's ships approached the shores of the New World, little did he know that this moment would mark the beginning of an unprecedented exchange between 2 hemispheres. The collision of the old and new worlds set in motion a cascade of changes that would ripple through time, touching every aspect of human life. Imagine the wonder and confusion as European explorers first set foot on American soil. The lush landscapes, unfamiliar plants, and curious inhabitants must have seemed like something out of a dream. But this encounter was far from one-sided. The Americas introduced a cornucopia of new foods to the rest of the world. Potatoes, tomatoes, corn, and chocolate, to name just a few. These culinary treasures would revolutionize diets and agriculture across the globe. However, this exchange also brought unforeseen consequences. European diseases, to which Native Americans had no immunity, swept through the continent with devastating effect. Meanwhile, new technologies and ideas flowed in both directions, forever altering the trajectory of human progress. As we sail eastward on our journey through history, we find ourselves traversing the legendary spice route and Silk Road. These ancient trade networks, reinvigorated by the Age of Exploration, became the arteries of a burgeoning global economy. Spices like cinnamon, pepper, and nutmeg, once worth their weight in gold, began to flow more freely into European markets. Picture caravans laden with exotic goods, winding their way across vast deserts and treacherous mountain paths. Silk from China, gemstones from India, and aromatic spices from the Indonesian archipelago made their way to the bustling ports of Europe. These trade routes did more than just move goods. They became conduits for the exchange of ideas, technologies, and cultures. The impact of these voyages and trade networks extends far beyond the economic realm. They laid the foundation for the interconnected world we inhabit today. As we look around our modern cities, we can see the echoes of this age of discovery in the diverse faces, foods, and traditions that surround us. Consider how the exchange of ideas during this period influenced art, science, and philosophy. The Renaissance, already in full swing in Europe, was further fueled by exposure to new perspectives and knowledge from distant lands. Mathematical concepts from the Islamic world, artistic techniques from China, and astronomical observations from the Americas all contributed to a flowering of human knowledge and creativity. The Age of Exploration also reshaped our understanding of the world itself. As explorers charted new territories and circumnavigated the globe, old maps were redrawn, and long-held beliefs about the shape and size of the Earth were challenged. This expansion of geographical knowledge went hand in hand with advancements in navigation and shipbuilding, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. But let us not romanticize this era without acknowledging its darker aspects. The Age of Exploration also brought conquest, colonization, and the exploitation of indigenous peoples. The search for wealth and power often overshadowed the noble ideals of discovery and cultural exchange. These voyages set in motion patterns of global inequality and cultural displacement that continue to shape our world today. As we near the end of our journey through the age of exploration, we find ourselves gazing out at a world fundamentally transformed. The courage and curiosity of those early explorers opened doors to possibilities that were once unimaginable. Their legacy lives on in the global society we inhabit, where ideas, goods, and people move across borders with unprecedented ease. Imagine for a moment a world where these voyages never took place. How different would our lives be today? Would we enjoy the rich tapestry of cultures that now make up our global community? Would our understanding of the world and our place in it be as expansive? These are questions worth pondering as we reflect on the profound impact of this pivotal era in human history. The spirit of exploration that drove those early voyagers continues to inspire us today. From the depths of the oceans to the far reaches of space, humanity's quest for knowledge and understanding knows no bounds as we face the challenges of our modern world. Climate change, inequality, and technological disruption. Perhaps we can draw inspiration from the courage and ingenuity of those who came before us. So, as we conclude our voyage through the age of exploration, let us carry forward the best aspects of this remarkable period. The thirst for knowledge, the openness to new ideas, and the recognition of our shared humanity. For in many ways, we are all still explorers, charting the course of our collective future. What do you think would have happened if these voyages never took place? How might our world be different today? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join us on our next historical adventure. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The spirit of discovery lives on in each of us.